Hey folks, I am Kevin Iole. I am here at UFC Apex with Coach Dewey Cooper. Dewey is one of the unique individuals in the fight game because he is a high-level coach both in MMA and in boxing. Just came out of the octagon where Farid Basharat had a big victory, a unanimous decision victory. He's going to be going to Saudi Arabia to coach former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou against Anthony Joshua. Welcome, Dewey, and it must be great to be you these days with all these big fights you got going on.
Yes, I'm one of the luckiest men in America. I'm blessed, but we worked hard, and we're excited about March 8th, about the showdown between Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua for sure.
Well, let's talk. Francis did not have a lot of believers going into the Tyson Fury fight. And I tweeted during that fight, I said, you know, for people who are now believing in Francis Ngannou, Dewey Cooper deserves a lot of credit for that performance because you really coached him up. Were you ever doubtful that he could do that, or did you always believe that he had the ability to compete on a good level with a guy like Tyson Fury?
No, I wasn't doubtful. We said it on every interview from the start because I've been training Francis since 2017. He just was doing mixed martial arts, so we didn't spend a lot of time on boxing. We did kickboxing and MMA type of striking. But I knew with time, 3 to 4 months of training, straight boxing every day, his abilities are endless, man. He adjusted. The first 4 weeks, he was ready to fight already. I mean, Francis works hard. And, guys, you think the learning curve was something from his first fight? You know, with Tyson Fury, expect a fantastically improved Francis Ngannou against Anthony Joshua, for sure.
Let's talk a little bit about that first fight because, you know, one thing I have said all along, it wasn't the greatest fight ever, right? It was like kind of a slow, boring fight. I think Francis got a lot of credit because, A, he, of course, knocked Tyson Fury down, but B, he did better than a lot of people expected. But so I would think that there's a lot of room for growth in Francis. You just alluded to that. What areas do you think we're going to see a difference in Francis?
Well, put it on context. What fighter from Ali to Ray Robinson to Jack Johnson to any great champion in the history had their first fight, a 10-round fight, against the top guy in their weight class? No one. It's never been done. So the expectation, Tyson Fury is a very complex fighter. He has a lot of different styles. He has a lot of different facets. So it was a lot of information for Francis to download. I thought he did a spectacular job. You mentioned the 3rd round knockdown, but what about the 8th round when he beat up Tyson Fury from corner to corner the entire round? He had some good rounds in there. But the thing that was in the back of all of our minds was, can he get through 10? We knew he could, but until you do it for the first time, especially with no earlier previous boxing experience, was kind of a hard task. So after he completed the 10 rounds, we're all confident, more so now, that he'll be able to put a better body of work in those 10 rounds. It was his first time, guys. Don't forget that. His first time against the best heavyweight in the world. Now he's been through 10 rounds. He knows what to expect. We know what to expect, and we're going to be more improved on March 8th.
The one thing, Dewey, that concerns me that Francis said going into the Anthony Joshua fight, because it's a mindset thing, I think. He said he thinks Anthony Joshua has a questionable chin. Now, I know there's people in the media like me that have said that. I personally haven't said that about Anthony, but people have said that. So that's a thing that's out there. But when a fighter says that, that's very rare. Did that concern you, and were you distressed when he said that at all?
Well, I don't necessarily agree with that. I'm with you on that. Anthony Joshua's an Olympic gold medalist, you know, 2-time heavyweight champion. He's the real deal, and he's a hard fight for anyone. But when you're Francis Ngannou, you're talking about the guy who's the hardest puncher in the world. So, of course, everyone has a weak chin to him. If you put it in context, him saying that isn't really a knock, because I really feel if he hits anyone in the chin, they're going down. But I think his chin, I think Joshua still has a chin. He's still durable. He can still fight, and he's still a very dangerous opponent. And we definitely have to be prepared for the power that he possesses, because this is a different fight from Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury was more like water versus fire. This fight is fire versus fire. 2 strong men of African descent swinging hard at each other, and the person who lands their power and places it nicely will be the person that wins, and I feel that'll be Francis Ngannou.
Couple of things that I wanted to ask you about. I know you're the trainer, not the manager, but when he signed with the PFL, a lot of people were excited. A lot of fans were excited to see him fight in the PFL. And at least to me, and I think other people have said this, including some people off the record in the PFL, Francis is never probably going to fight in the PFL, right? And when you look at it, I mean, the one big negative to that is who is there for him to fight in the league unless they sign a free agent. From your standpoint, do you believe, from what you know and what you think of him, that he will fight MMA again?
Absolutely, because that's what he said. He said he's going to fight mixed martial arts, so I definitely take him for his word. He's definitely a man of his word. If he doesn't, I'm indifferent. Whatever he wants to do, whoever he wants to fight, I'll be ready to prepare him for that. But he definitely said he was going to do mixed martial arts, so I don't think this mixed martial arts fighting career is over. I think it'll be big, it'll be fantastic, and he'll be ready for it. He said he wants to do them both. Imagine, 2024 is going to be a real exciting year. And this year alone, he could end up being the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world in boxing with all the belts. If the gods fall in the right place, he beats Joshua, Fury beats Usyk. They do a rematch late in 2024. We beat Tyson. Francis, with 3 fights, will be the undisputed heavyweight boxing champion of the world. That's insane.
And you know what else he'll be? He'll be really, really, really rich if he does that. That would be like crazy.
Yeah.
A couple other things. For you, what is more natural for you to coach, boxing or MMA?
Well, a fight's a fight. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. If it's a fight, I've been fighting since I was a 9-year-old kid. Over 40 years now. I don't overthink it. If it's a mixed martial arts fights, we have more tools available. If it's a boxing fight, we have fewer tools. At the end of the day, it's 2 men trying to dominate each other and put each other's lights out. And I keep it simple, stupid when it comes to that sort of thing. So it doesn't matter to me. I will make sure anytime you see me in someone's corner, I will give my body, I will give my health to make him as best he can be. And we're going to work hard, and he will be ready, meaning Francis Ngannou on March 8th in Riyadh City.
You have Eric Nicksick working with you a lot over at Extreme Couture. Eric Nicksick, in my opinion, was the coach of the year in 2023 in MMA. Eric is not a boxing coach, but he worked with you with Francis. How do you split the duties? And is it different? Like, are you head on boxing and is he head on MMA, or sort of how does that work?
That's exactly right. In the mixed martial arts, he's the head because he has the wrestling prowess and all of that. I'm the striking coach. In boxing, I'm the head. And, he comes and assists, and he works the corner with me. Him and I have a great synergy and symmetry in the corner. We're both very knowledgeable, and we both motivate Francis. Eric Nicksick is my brother. There's no contrast or conflict or anything like that. We are family, and we were friends before Francis Ngannou ever came around, so we go way back. We worked Ray Sefu's corner together when Ray fought in his own company.
Ray, a great kickboxer, now the president of the PFL.
Yeah, when he fought in the World Series of mixed martial arts, it was Eric Nicksick and I were a great team, and we're gonna further prove to the world that Francis Ngannou is something different. He's an enigma, and he's a powerful man. Don't underestimate that power. It will be on display in Riyadh City, Saudi Arabia.
Last question for you, and this I just want you to tease the fans a little bit. Give us a fighter that you have in the gym, that you and Eric have in the gym, let's say MMA, that you think is a potential champion that maybe it doesn't have a high profile right now.
I have a guy. I have a young guy. He doesn't train with Eric. He only trains with me because his wrestling coach is Bubba Jenkins, the bad man.
Bubba.
He's a young Mexican fighter named Twilight Timmy Kwamba. If he were born in the 80s, he would have been a boxer. Everything about him is a boxer, but he grew up wrestling his entire life. Twilight Timmy Kwamba is a guy to look out for. He's young, he's strong, he can do it all, he's well-rounded, but he has a boxing heart and work ethic. Road work every day, jumps rope. He does all the things the old school boxers do. Twilight Timmy Kwamba is the guy to look out for the future. And one more thing before we end this, guys. I'm the president of a new exciting company called Team Combat League. Go to Team Combat League YouTube channel and check it out. I challenge anyone, if you go to the Team Combat League YouTube channel and click on any boxing fight, you'll be hooked on this new company. Team Combat League, check it out. It's action personified.
Dewey Cooper does it all. College football player, boxing coach, MMA coach, former fighter, now president of a combat league. Dewey, appreciate you, brother. All the best.